Was she good at sucking it, or what?
Yo, the jam was fly. Oh my, now it's over. My batch of pals cut, so Tajay must catch a taxi cab. Dagnab, why'd they leave me stuck in the late night app? Callous, not so hot that everyone should be sweating, yet nobody's smiling. Plus cruiser pilot staring, thinking what they look like wearing my gear. Aside when the yellow cab near. He sped up because dreads made him think I'd pick him. Now I gotta dodge thugs like I'm playing chicken. An Englishman, an Irishman, 5 or 10 Caucasians pass me in their taxis. Oh, no such luck, I'm gonna get booked for my apparel. As I seen the black gauge barrel, just then the fat cab came to my rescue. Damn, I'm glad black men drive them cabs too.
It seems nowadays cab rides are rather pricey, especially when the driver goes for self. In spite of the directions that are given, they are driven to whose back streets. That treats them to a pricely fare. Exactly what happened to myself when I chose to call a taxi. Then pulled up to the curb and I hopped into the backseat. Gave him the destination, said he'd never heard of the place, and I'd have to tell him as we went along, and then placed it in drive. When I say make a left, he made a right. All right, I get it. You wanna make some slight detour so you can be sure that you get yours. And when I turned my head, you up the bill a little more. I told the cabbie to stop. He didn't think I watched it. They reached into my pocket and they jetted like I was rocking. Ishmael, his taillight was broken as a token of appreciation. He started chasing, but I smoked.
What? You can't escape me. My head dropped dead deceased. Say your final summons if I catch ya. Bet you regret you ever ditched me. Driving, conniving. Guy's been robbing me lately. He went up Blake Street, but I'm following, swallowing up steps. He ran to the left, I made a left and crashed into a rose bush. My nose crushed on impact. But yo, I'll get him back. I didn't have enough for a car, what a bummer. I had to get a job driving taxis last summer. All the other drivers knew that my car was spectacular, cause I had a tight, very bright yellow Acura. Piling in 9 or 10 skins at a time, G. Funny how the honeys with the money always find me, paying their green to see what color my house is. Feeling like Dell cause they would sleep on my couches. I charge senior citizens extra cause they never mention I take all the money from their pension, and I drive a blind man around for a while, even if he only had to travel just a mile with a smile. And don't let your dog off the leash, cause if he stepped in I would have to squash the beast. And if you didn't have the right change, don't even ask me, or I would have ran your ass down with my tax.
Hey now. Whoa, that's a bit louder than I expected. Why am I so goddamn loud all of a sudden? There we go. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're here just in time. I told you today was a busy one, and boy have I been busy, but it's been good stuff. You may be saying, where's the Rumble promos? Well, there was supposed to be one today, but instead we had to record more. So there's a whole bunch of stuff that's coming. You're going to get one tomorrow, and boy, are we off to the races at that point. How many more do you have to catch up on? Don't even worry about catching up on. They're just going to all come out before the Rumble. So don't you worry about how it's all going to be delivered, because it'll just happen. It'll just happen. But those are going to be coming. We got a lot done. Everybody just left my house. I still got everything set up over there. I got to clean it all up tomorrow, and we got to get some editing going. We got to get some editing, some hardcore editing going on. Now, with that being said, today is going to be quick. Today's going to be quick because I have some other things to catch up on. We got merged last night. We didn't get cut short too much, but we did get a little merged, and we'll talk about that. And I did see the Sonic movie, Sonic 3. So there's that. I'll tell you. So I figured we could take care of some biz, handle that, talk a little bit about some stuff, and then that's it, you know? We caught a case of the Mersh last night. It was a little frustrating, but I think I figured it out. So I didn't know if it was an OBS issue, if it was my internet. I paid my bill. I even double-checked to make sure the payment went through. I was like, don't mersh me. Where's Dunkachino? He's sleeping. He's burnt out. It's been busy. It's been crazy. But I'm just going to tell you this. As far as promos coming, as we start to wind up the actual recording process, there's going to be some great faces that are going to be coming back that I think you're going to be pumped about, but there's also going to be some really great new ones. I think there's more energy behind this one this year than ever before. So, but anyway, I don't want to talk up something that I can't deliver on today. But yeah, I looked into the thing, so I didn't know if it was the internet. So what it was the internet technically. So it wasn't being throttled, but it was like these crazy like peaks. So it was like my upload speeds were like through the roof, and then it was going down. Because I tested it when I got back, and it was still doing that. I reset all the routers, reset everything. So it was really weird, but we should be good now. I've tested it today, reset everything. I think we're good. Yeah, that's where we left off. And I went to go see the Sonic movie. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to also order dinner because I've not eaten. I am fucking starving right now. I think we're gonna get some White Castle. I'm gonna get the hash brown nibblers. I know this isn't keto. We'll do keto tomorrow. We'll get back on the train. We were doing really good. I got more time tomorrow. I go to the gym and everything. We're gonna get some double sliders because you get more bang for your buck for that, right? You get less because you're eating less bun technically, so it's a healthier deal. And some fries. I think that'll be good. I don't think there's anything else I need to add to this. I don't need drinks. I'm not drinking pop or nothing like that. I don't think I need anything else. We're not going to do onion chips. I don't trust. It's going to take an hour for it to get here anyway. Not because it's so far away, but because White Castle is just insanely slow. And they fuck it up half the time. So if you simplify the order, it really kind of makes it easy for everybody. So I think that's pretty good. Keeps the price in line. And, yeah. Let's see here. They got Sloppy Joes now? Wait, what? What's that about? I just get Monster from there? No thanks. Don't need that. And we're going to do a tip. I do a 20% tip. In this case, it's going to be $4. So I don't like how they make you tip, though, on the fees. I'm not tipping you on the fees. That's not how... I'm tipping you on, like, the bill. But, like, what I ordered. Not what Uber Eats adds on to it. Because at that point... Nastiest fast food on the planet? Yeah, but I don't want Taco Bell. And it's going to be cheaper than Taco Bell. Taco Bell really upcharges all their shit. And And it's the only thing that, or Wendy's, and I don't trust Wendy's. Fuck that. I don't trust a fucking Wendy's. All right, let's pay for it, and boom. And by the time it gets here, we'll probably be wrapping up in about an hour. So there you go. Get a T-Rex burger from Wendy's? Nope. They'll fuck it up. I don't trust it. Don't trust it. Get a shake for... No, he's not eating that. I already fed him today. But anyway, so yeah, we caught a case of the Mersh. Let's talk about the Sonic movie real quick. Let's talk about that. Because I saw it yesterday. So I went to my nice theater, and I got the extra seats. They call it the IMAX experience. It's got that Dolby Atmos surround, extra, little extra flair. It's supposed to be, especially for an action movie like that, I think it would be really good. I get there, I order myself a barbecue chicken pizza, brick oven cooked. I get another little treat, and I get my giant glass of AHA seltzer water, which also has caffeine in it, which unfortunately I don't really think about like how big that cup is and how much I'm drinking. But would you say it gives the movie a big boom? It does give it a big boom. But here's the problem. So I sit in there, and the trailers are going, but I'm noticing they're kind of quiet. And I'm like, well, what's this about? And then it does like a little... So I'm watching some of the trailers, and I'm like, well, they're the trailers. They're probably not formatted for Dolby Atmos. That's fine. No problem. Theater's not very busy at all. Barely anybody in there, so it's not like there's people talking or anything I got to worry about. But I'm like, the trailers are a little quiet. So then they do the test, to show off the Dolby Atmos. So it's this little vignette of like a leaf falling, and it's supposed to circle around your head. And I'm hearing it. It sounds really good as it comes around my head, like a whoosh. I was like, oh, okay, now it's kicking, now it's working. But here's the problem I notice as it comes across the front, very quiet. And that's the way the whole movie went, okay? So any of the dialogue, it was like if you set up your surround sound system in your house, but instead of having any front speakers, you're using the TV speakers. So they're just, it's not quite in tune there. So when it's only dialogue, it's fine, but a little quiet. And then when there's action sequences, you have all these explosions, and it sounds amazing, but I can hear it, but it's a little muddled. It drove me crazy the whole time. It drove me nuts. I should have cared about it. I mean, I've done that. Bunch of retarded high school kids that work there. They don't know what to do. And it's the last showing of the day. So what are they going to do? Give me a refund and I have to go back again? It's not worth it. I'm here now. We're going to make the best of it. So I watch it, and I will say this. The movie, it's a kid's movie. I understand. It's not going to give me everything that I'm going to want. But if you know Sonic Adventure 2, they did a good job of sprinkling in some Easter eggs in there. They did a really good job of there's so many, and that's what kind of bugged me though, because there'd be like little musical cues that would reference the game, and sometimes I couldn't make it out, and I was like, motherfucker, I know I'm gonna know what this is, but like little things, even for like when Dr. Robotnik's phone rings, for like a quick second, like if you know that it's the fucking. It's his theme song from Sonic Adventure 2. Like, it was the Chow garden that they go to. I thought it was really great for what it was. I think they did a good job as far as, a lot of the action sequences and not going too heavy on the people this time. I thought, especially in the first one, it's like people heavy, and nobody's there to watch the people. It's like the Shia LaBeouf character in Transformers. No one gives a fuck about the Shia LaBeouf character in Transformers. They just want to see Transformers, right? So I think they did a great job, and I think Jim Carrey did a fantastic job. I'll never forget when the first Sonic movie came out and I seen like his look and everything. I'm like, I get it. It's how does he become the Dr. Robotnik we know? They did a decent job of making that transformation, putting that transformation further in the second movie. And this one with him and the Gerald Robotnik character. I mean, the big change, obviously, is in the game. Gerald Robotnik's dead. And Dr. Robotnik wants to get a hold of the Space Colony Ark, which they didn't really specify. They talked about the Eclipse cannon, but they didn't have a Space Colony Ark. A little disappointed there, but that's okay. I mean, what are they going to do with it, you know? And I think they did a great job making that happen. And they did give him a bit of a redemption arc at the end where he actually has to help save the world, which is true to the game. They did a good job of that. I think he did great. I've been fucking with Jim Carrey since Fire Marshal Bill days. Absolutely. And I think he did a great job. Fucking cushion's moving. The only critique, now it's too forward. The only critique I have, and there's nothing we can do about it, it's the same critique I had on Beetlejuice, is his energy's a little lower because he's an old man. Isn't he like 60-some? Like, how old is Jim Carrey? How old? Let me look up. Jim Carrey. How old is he? He's 62 years old. So while it was impressive when he did the dance moves and all that stuff, and that was, but you can kind of tell, like, it's just a little bit more muddled than, say, even the first Sonic movie or the second one. Because you got to think about this. The first Sonic movie came out in 2020, but that shit was already done being filmed in 2019. It got delayed because they had to fix the ugly Sonic, remember? So we're talking almost 6 years ago. You know, he was in his 50s. He was in his mid-50s when he started acting in this. And now it's really starting to show. Like, I think the Gerald Robotnik character, he played that well because obviously he is an old man. I just think that, yeah, there was just a little, like, I can see we're aging. He's not long for this series. The rumor is he'd be willing to come back for the fourth one. But I think, and here's come spoilers. So if you don't want spoilers, I'm giving you warnings because I'm going to give a little spoiler, okay? But I think the way they're setting it up, they can bring him back or they don't have to bring him back. I think it could work either which way. High Energy Jim is fading is what you're saying. Yeah, High Energy Jim he's on the precipice. He's got one more. I think if he comes back for the fourth one, he's maybe got just enough to do it, you know? But that's about it. Oh, okay. I was just thought I was getting an alert like we went down or something. So I think they'll replace him with Shane Gillis. Honestly, they could almost make that work in a way. Shave his head, grow a mustache. But I think it's. I thought it was good. I think. There was another thing I wanted to say. Stavros would become Dr. Robotnik. He could work. People eating actual food at movies is so fucking gross. I'm trying to watch this god-awful Jurassic Park movie, and all I got is this fat fuck crunching nachos and breathing heavy next to me. Hate it. Well, that's why I don't go when it's busy. I make sure and I wait until the hype has died down, and I go super late at night or super early in the morning if I can get myself up that early. And that's how I go and see it, because that way I get to eat my real food. I don't have anyone near me unless I come with somebody, and that's it. So that's the way I like it. So yeah, that was but I think it was really good. And okay, so here comes the spoilers, okay? I'm going to give you 10 seconds. I'm going to give you a countdown. So I'm giving you a warning. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay? Spoiler time. So, I get to the credits, and then there's like a little scene in the mid-credits. Sonic ran too far during the race at the end of the movie, and all of a sudden, they show a nice sequence with Metal Sonic. Now, Metal Sonic, that's like a whole Sonic CD thing, right? That's when he came out with Sonic CD. He was the pre-Shadow. Now, I understand why they did Shadow first, because Shadow is a much more, number one, you can capitalize on that with a younger audience. And that's the other thing that I have about as far as like the references. Like I was kind of hoping maybe there's a little bit more reference to some of the games, but I had to remember Sonic Adventure 2, in which this story is based on, came out 25 years ago. 25 years ago, I believe. 2000, 2001, maybe 24 years ago. The target audience for this movie was not alive. Shadow the Hedgehog, by the way, came out in 2005. 2005, 20 years ago. Again, the target audience was not alive. So I have to keep that in the back of my head. Like I knew in the Sonic 2 movie, they were leaning heavy on the Sonic 3 and Knuckles game story, you know? But I get that game's like 30 years old or more at the time. So I get that they're gonna have, you know, reconfigure some stuff. And I'm fine with that. So I see that they're setting it up for Metal Sonic to be the antagonist in Sonic 4, and then all of a sudden, Amy Rose shows up. Now, I know they're trying to rebrand her, so she's not like a damsel in distress type, that she's like part of the team. And I'm okay with it. Sonic Adventure, you could play as her. That was the first time. She was still a damsel in distress type. Most of the game was you just running away from a robot. But I get it. It makes sense. I see this. I think it could work. I understand it's also a children's movie, so I'm, limiting my expectations. But I think it was pretty good. I think they're setting up for something. I know that they're going to be, the next one's supposed to come out in 2026. I could see them doing a limited series of Shadow like they did with Knuckles on Paramount Plus. They have something here. And then as time goes on, you can drop the people, like the live action people, out of it. You can. It can turn into a fully animated movie. All they have to do is get off Earth, and then now it's a fully animated film. And the transition would work just fine. Speaking of Metal Sonic, if you want more of them, what is this? Oh, I don't have the chat up over here. Hold on. Oh wait, did I get a? Oh damn, they already picked up that White Castle. That's fast. That's the fastest White Castle pickup I've ever had in my life. I may have to just eat on stream. All right, what was this here? You sent me. What is this? Oh, they have actual coins. Oh, yeah. Look at this. These are actual silver coins, $41 a piece. Oh, I guess I could show you guys what I'm looking at here. Look at this. These are colorized. I have one Uncle Stinker gave me that is solid gold. And apparently, I think it's this one. It's like this. It's not this one, but it's like this. And apparently it's a currency in a foreign nation. Which I still have upstairs. I cherish it. Did I watch Nosferatu as well? No, I did not. I did not watch Nosferatu. I ran out of time. I had to do the stream yesterday. So unfortunately I did not. It was either I could watch because I ran out of time. I could watch Sonic and then Nosferatu last night back to back, but I wouldn't get back home until almost like 1 a.m. Which, Project Melvin, that's got to come first. Or we stream and I just see a later showing of Sonic. So I still got to go and see Nosferatu at some point, but I may just watch it at home because it'll probably be on streaming in a month. So, real silver coins. They have a metal Sonic one. One I gave you is a silver one. Oh yeah, that is it. It is silver. It is silver. I'm thinking of a Trump coin I have. Someone gave me. It's just from like 2020 or something, 2019, and it's just his head. Doesn't even fully look like him. I remember Super Mario Brothers Z on Newgrounds with Metal Sonic is BBEG. Yeah, I remember watching those back in the day. Yeah. I never knew Sonic had bad guys. I just thought he ran around collecting things. Well, I guess Baba Booey, you've never played the game. Because I could tell you, Sonic 1, Sonic, I mean, the story is phenomenal in all the games. On Sonic 1's a basic story. You're supposed to save animals. Dr. Robotnik captures them, turns them into robots. Simple game. Sonic 2, similar, except now you have a sidekick, Tails. His nickname is Tails. His real name is Miles. First name Miles, last name Prower. And same concept. You're in the little world that they're in. Dr. Robotnik kidnaps animals, turns them into robots. You have to free them. However, he is also building a space station. Okay? It is a big, round space station above Earth or Mobius or whatever planet they're on. And it could destroy the planet. Similar to the Death Star. But it's not the Death Star. It's called the Death Egg. Okay? And you actually have to follow him through his Metropolis Zone. So the story in Sonic 2 really kicks in once you get to Metropolis Zone. The rest of it's just running around through shit. When you get to the Metropolis Zone, which is why it's a 3-act zone instead of the rest of them, then that's his main factory. When you get to the end of that, that's also why his boss fight has got like 2 or 3 phases in it. I forget. And he, so you destroy that, then he starts to run away. That's when you have to now you have to do the Sky Chase Zone, right? You have to Sky Chase. Then you then you land on his Wing Fortress Zone. And that's a 1-act zone as well. You destroy the Wing Fortress. He then escapes to the Death Egg Zone, to his Death Egg. You go up there, you have to fight a Robo-Sonic, not Metal Sonic, Robo-Sonic, and then you fight the Death Egg machine or whatever. That's not really the Death Egg is not the final boss you fight. The space station's Death Egg. That's just a mech suit. But anyway, so that's Sonic 2. Now the story gets good, okay? Not even modern 3D games can capture the anxiety that Sonic brought to drowning in a game. True. Very true. And imagine the Death Egg Zone, okay? You're in this level and you have this, the last level, the Sonic 2, it gets hard. That Metropolis Zone is fucking tough. If you play it legit, it's fucking tough. It's a long game, or it's a long level, 3 acts. Most of them are only 2. The length is very long to get to the end. And then you have like the boss fight is got like 2. I want to say it's 2 or 3 phases to it. I can't remember. And then you have to do these odd levels, Sky Chase, which is weird. You can't run too fast because you'll run off the plane. Right? Then you got the Wing Fortress Zone. Wing Fortress is pretty tough, but the boss is even more frustrating. And then you get to the Death Egg Zone. Death Egg Zone. Sonic 2. You get to this, and you have no rings, okay? So you made it through all of that. And then you get there, and it's just... Is this the actual level, or is it just going to do the fucking... Let's find out. Then you get to this level here. Where are we at? Then you get there. And then you get this creepy music. You get no rings. And you got to fight this guy. This is a risky... Whoever's playing this, you're playing risky, bro. That is a risky fucking move. You are playing with fire. He's even squeezing a third hit. That's a risky move, too. You gotta... Right there is when you would attack via spin dash. He's playing for keeps here. I would never... I've played this. I could beat this, no problem now, but I wouldn't even play that risky. Then you gotta fight this thing. And he's gonna do some risky shit. He's gonna do, like, triple hits on him, which is still risky. Okay, but he's not getting too risky. Yeah, see, that's a risky move. They're telling you. So anyway, you got to get through this whole thing. You can't attack too soon. So anyway, you get to the end of this, and then everything explodes. And then when the boss explodes, you have this little, not even like an animation, but Tails is working on the plane, and he sees that the Death Egg explodes, and he's got to come and save you because you're just falling from the sky, and he's got to pick you up and That's it. That's the end of the game, and you win. But then Sonic 3 gets even better. Sonic 3 is even... You want a story. They give you a story. And so the way this works in the sound, and you got to understand the soundtrack's amazing. They build a little. It's a Sega Genesis. We understand it's limited technology, but for the time, it was just fucking unbelievable. And it's a long game. Sonic 3 is actually 2 cartridges. You don't just have the Sonic 3 cartridge. You have to have Sonic and Knuckles. You have to plug them together. That's the full game. End of story. Okay. And it's clear Baba Booey's never played this game. He even says it. Okay. So Sonic 3 comes in, and now you're adding a new character. You got Knuckles in there. We all know the story. Dr. Robotnik tricks him because he's trying to... Because the Death Egg crashes... Or no, he escapes. That's what it was. Dr. Robotnik escapes with his little Death Egg mech thing that you destroy in Sonic 2. And then you got to go there. And you got to go to you chase them down. So it continues right after Sonic 2. Sonic 2, you're falling. Tails saves you in his plane. Credits roll. Sonic 3 starts off. I mean, look at this. Look at it. It just picks up where you're right. It just. Look at this. Here, I think this will explain it. See, so at the end of it, you're flying. Why are you on a plane? Well, because you just fell from space. Tails saved you. They find an island. You still got all your emeralds, right? Because that's how you properly beat the game. And then boom, some fucking asshole comes out of the ground, knocks him out, and he takes them all. And you're like, well, who is that guy? What was that about? It's a mystery. You have to solve the mystery. And you don't get to play as Knuckles right away until you get the Sonic and Knuckles lock-on technology. Right? There's just no reason for this game's plot to be so convoluted. What are you talking about? The plot isn't that convoluted. So you go through and you're trying to get your emeralds back. Knuckles is always there in every level. The levels are longer. There's a lot more going on. And you have to go and try to collect your emeralds back. You get to the last level of Sonic 3, the launch base zone. You're chasing Dr. Robotnik because Dr. Robotnik's going to relaunch his Death Egg, okay? Dr. Robotnik relaunches the Death Egg. And Knuckles is trying to be in your way, but he's left behind. And if you play it, you're like, wait a minute. You get to the end. Let's take a look at this, okay? Sonic 3, launch base, zone 2, okay? We're going to look at Act 2, I'm sorry. Do they have a full playthrough? Perfect. Let's take a look at this, okay? Oh, they changed the music, of course. I know I've never really beat any of the Sonics. I've always wanted Super Sonic. Well, you got to play it to get it. So, obviously, this is from the Sonic Origins because they changed the music. The original music was way better, but, they got to... Because Michael Jackson produced it. So, you get through the boss fight. This is of Act 2, right? You end up kicking his ass, and then you're trying to chase him down, and then Knuckles shows up, and he's like, no, you can't go no further. He's like, nah, we're gonna block you, right? But then the launch is happening, and Knuckles is being left behind. You're like, what is this about? Why is Knuckles getting off? Oh, you didn't see it. I didn't change the fucking scene. I'm sorry. That's okay. Let's re-explain it again because I'm excited to watch it. So we look at this, and right, you end up winning. You get the little Death Egg thing, or little egg bot thingy, right? You're going to get this. And then Knuckles comes, not letting you get through. You're like, God damn it, I'm so close. Everything launches, left behind. What's up with that? We don't know. We don't figure that out till we get to the next game, but just don't worry about it. Sonic's going to keep continuing, and then that's how you get to the final boss of this part of the game. You get you like it should, but did we glitch out? Do we get mershed? Did we get mershed? Mersh cursed me again? Looks like we're in the green zone. It must have happened like super quick. So, yeah, I still see we're in the green. I think everything's looking pretty good. Mercer mode here. Yeah, I know. I didn't get it done yet. I ran out of time. That was weird. It was a little weird. UFOs flying. I don't know. I don't know what the story is there. That's really strange. Yeah, we seem to be fine. We seem to be. Oh, no. Yeah. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. We're getting merged again. What is going on? I restarted everything. I refixed everything. I'm going to have to call the company. Now we're at like, yeah, see, it's doing this thing where it's like, it's not even choking it for very long. It drops down to like 0 and then it shoots like way up. It's way up and then it drops and it shoots way up. It's crazy. We were doing good too. It's like something. And it's like there's no difference in the time. Like I'm streaming like at different times and it's happening. I don't have OneDrive isn't open. Right? That's not open. Let me see. Let me see if there's anything. Let me just take a look at the old task manager on this computer. So there's nothing using the network. There's literally nothing using the network on this computer. So let's look at this computer and let's see if there's anything using the network over here. And the only thing using the network here is, well, it's obviously not OBS. Wait, what is this? Notification manager for Adobe. What is Adobe doing? What's this about? OBS, Chrome, okay. Elgato, that makes sense because Discord. Yeah, what is this? What's Adobe doing? Is Adobe backing up my projects or something? Oh, I wonder. I wonder if that's what was going on. No, it's still. Let's see, what's running here? Chrome? Chrome isn't sending anything, so that doesn't make any sense. All I have is just the Twitch preview up. I mean, I can close it. Definitely unplug. I already unplugged it. That's the problem. I already did that. So I did that like earlier. I rebooted everything. So that doesn't really like jive. So yeah, my neighbors are downloading too many torrents. I closed Chrome. Is that going to make a difference? Nope. Nope. What is going on? What is going on? This is so fucking weird. Yeah, the send is like super low. Interesting. Oh, my food's almost here. Sounds like something Mersh would threaten to kill himself. Mersh would threaten to kill himself. I'm just trying to figure out. Hey, it's not sending. It's sending 4 megabytes. Okay. So it looks like we're in the right area. What other programs are running right now? I'm curious to see. Desktop window. Okay. Yeah, which ones are using the network? OBS, Elgato. Those are the only things that are using. Elgato doesn't fucking send a lot of data. I did close Adobe. I don't even use Adobe on this computer. Interesting. Interesting. Let's bring it outside and go Office Space on it. Yeah. Well, let's give it a minute. Let's give it. My food's almost here anyway, so I'm gonna have to get up here. Yeah, my food is literally being dropped off, so I am going to see. But it's interesting because normally like a healthy upload speed is like 35 to 40 megabits per second, and when I tested earlier, we were maintaining. I did a bunch of tests on it. I was like, okay. And then when when it goes down, it drops, but then it shoots like through the roof. It goes like 60 megabytes all of a sudden. Yeah, now it's doing 95 megabytes up. And I'm like, I didn't even know that was possible. But then it goes back down. So like it's like equalizing me or something. So I don't know. I'll probably have to just call WoW tomorrow and see what the scoop is. Maybe they got yeah. I'll have to just see what the ish is. Maybe it's just a faulty piece of equipment that they got. I don't know. Maybe that's just what it is. Maybe it's like maybe just faulty. Do you have cable or fiber? I have cable. I don't have. I wish I had fiber. Oh my god, do I wish I had fiber? I wish I could, but I just can't. I can't get it. Not available. Not available. So interesting. Well, let's just see. I'm waiting for. Oh, food's already dropped off. All right, give me a sec. Let's just see what happens. I'll be right back. Has it been stable since? Probably the Indian immigrants merge was that about? Yeah. Well, they put this shit in these plastic bags. But it's so steamy, like the bags. So there's like a plastic bag it goes in, and there's all this steam in it. And so, like, the actual bag, it kind of keeps it warm, but, like, the bags fall apart. So I'm gonna eat these, and we're just gonna see. We're gonna see if the internet acts up or not. The only change I did was close Adobe, some background Adobe process. Which I wonder if... Well... Still kind of ping-pong him. Don't want some White Castle? He can get fucked right now because he don't need to be eating this. All right. Yep, yeah, it's ping-pong him. Every time I see it shoot up to like 50 megabits a second, it ping-pongs back down to like less than 1,000. And then it goes back up to 60. And then it ping-pongs back to like... It's really weird. Like, it'd be one thing if it just choked it and it wasn't giving me anything. But it's like giving me way extra and taking it away. Super weird. Don't you dare take that pickle off? No, I'd take them off. I don't want them on there. Fuck that shit. You might have to teach your cable guy a lesson the Mercial way. Yeah. Get him out here, just... Now, here's the thing. Normally, if this was a normal night where I had stuff planned, yeah, this internet situation's a real pickle, right? If it was, I'd be much more upset. But I've just been so fucking swamped and busy, and I'm trying to at least keep my end of the bargain. That I'm just like, I'm willing to take the time. Yeah, there goes 61 back down. It's not squirrels, it's a hedgehog in the wires and he's homeless. No. I don't think that's the issue. Maybe I gotta upgrade my plan. I mean, that's fine. And that's what I gotta do. But it seems to have like mellowed out a minute. But every time I say that, then it's like, nope. Think again, sucker. Get out of there. Come on. Get your own food. If you want it tonight, I'll send it. But if you want another time, that works too. I found out Frank Hassel did the Lord's work on one of his videos. Yeah, send it another night. I don't trust this to go through tonight. So there's at least one other thing I want to wrap up on, but I want to see if everything kind of chills out. Plus, I'm hungry. I want to eat, so. All right. Let's see here. Where did, oh, because I closed Chrome. That's right. Go back to at least my moderator thing. I at least need that up. At least need that up. All right. I think we're okay. We'll see. We'll see how far we can get. If it goes down again, then we'll just wrap it up. Then we'll just wrap it up, and I'll get him on the phone tomorrow. But it seems to have at least leveled out. Let me see real quick. That's the crazy thing is this computer, nothing's using the network, so. Do you think merge to WoW to throttle you? Probably. It's probably what I get. Might be what I get. It was a good excuse to take a dinner break. I was fucking starving. Oh my god. I hadn't eaten. I haven't fucking eaten today. Okay, so what were we talking about before all this happened? We were talking about, oh, I remember now. We were talking about the Sonic storyline. That's right. That's right. So, we were talking about Sonic. So here's where we were. We got ourselves to Sonic 3, right? We got to Sonic 3. And he right? The launch of the Death Egg has been and look, it's falling. It's falling. It's falling like my internet speeds are right now. It's falling like my internet speeds. And then Here's the beginning of Sonic and Knuckles. It crash lands on a volcano, right? Crashes on a volcano, and then Knuckles, you are still trying to get, as Sonic is trying to get to the Death Egg yet again. Don't get you. Come on, dude. Stop. Go on. Stop begging. Go on. You know better than that. So, they're on the mad rush to get to the Death Egg yet again to destroy it. And you need to get the Super Emeralds along the way. And you get all the way to what was that called? Hidden Palace Zone? Hey, stop, dude. Stop. You're being a fucking dick. Get out of here. Go on. Stop. If he begs again, toss a pickle at him. No, I'm not going to do that. I don't want him getting used to eating people food. And I don't want him begging. Because if you let him do that, they'll keep doing it. So, you get to the Hidden Palace Zone. So you're trying to get there. You get all the way to the Hidden Palace Zone. And then you finally face off with Knuckles. Because this is where Knuckles... This is Knuckles' like, little private area. This is where he stores the Master Emerald. Because let's not forget, the lie he was given by Dr. Robotnik is Sonic and Tails are going to try to steal the Master Emerald for you. And his whole job is to guard it and protect it. So you get there, and you have to have a face-off. You have a face-off, and then after the face-off, you see the betrayal. This was amazing. When I saw this back in, I don't know, late 90s, and you see the betrayal happen. After you beat Knuckles. Knuckles tries to fight you. You're too strong, though. Unless you play as Knuckles and then you win, but... And then... Looks like Dr. Robotnik doesn't want the Chaos Emeralds. He wants the Master Emeralds so he can launch the Death Egg yet again. And then he steals it. And gets away. Look at the double cross. You're not going to get a story like this. You're not going to get a story like this in Mario. You're not. It's just not going to happen. You're never going to get that quality storytelling from a Mario game. I hate to break it to you, but you're not, okay? This is why Sonic movies exist. And that's why the Mario movies have always been kind of like, a little odd. Yeah, thank you, Stinker. You get it. One time my fat cat jumped on my pizza and ate all the pepperoni off it. I still tried to eat it, but there was too much cat hair. That's what I mean. I don't want him to think that that's acceptable. So, yeah. These need salt. I'll take these upstairs. So then you go through this. Sonic and Knuckles have to realize, like, oh, we got to work together. And they're a team now. Look at the storytelling. This is beautiful. So then you go up there and you have to make it all the way to the Death Egg Zone and you have to foil his plan. And then he gets away in his mech yet again and steal with the Master Emerald, and you got to turn into Super Sonic and to stop him. And then the story is over until Sonic Adventure comes around. And then because there's some other spin-off games, but Sonic Adventure comes around, then it tells you another story with the Chows and Chaos and the Master Emerald and all that stuff. Then you get to Sonic Adventure 2, which is like the best. As far as storytelling, phenomenal. Makes you almost want to cry. So, anyway, so I get that this is why they can make these movies. You get into Sonic CD, you know, you get into a little bit of like, you meld a little bit of Sonic Adventure story into it with a little bit of Sonic CD. There's Sonic 4 right there, boom, done. You know, all of a sudden now it's about robots. So you have the Metal Sonics, but maybe you throw in like an E102 Gamma, you know, who is like a robot that has become self-aware and needs to destroy all the other robots. And then in the end, in order to really complete his mission, he needs to destroy himself. He needs to destroy himself. That's deep. That's heavy. So, Mario teaches kids to be a simp. Mario teaches you how to be a hero and believe in yourself. I think you mean Sonic teaches you how to be a hero and believe in yourself, but I get what you mean. So, anyway, that is my takeaway from the Sonic movie. Sonic movie was good. Sonic 3 is good. Other than that, what else? What else did I say we had to do? Promos, we'll get back to that tomorrow. I got to do a lot of editing. And then, what else? There was something else I was going to tell you, and I got completely distracted because of the internet. Now the internet seems to be okay again. It seems to be okay again. Now, let's really put it to the test, okay? Let's put it to the test so we can talk about this last thing before we move on. And this is what I was trying to talk about the other night. But no. It knows. It knows. It doesn't want me to talk about it. As soon as I go to switch gears, it's like, no. Let's throttle you. Let's tinker a little bit. All right. Here's what we're going to do. I don't want to pull a Mersh. It is very frustrating. I don't want to just fight through it and get frustrated and get mad. We're not going to do that. Okay, we're not going to do that. Tonight's been a busy night. We checked in. I got to eat some White Castle. I got a lot of work to do tomorrow. I was successful. Oh, no, we literally ended there. That's perfect. I was successful. Oh, no, we literally ended there. That's perfect. We just ended. Yep, there it was. It's the rip. It's just, yep, that's it. So I'm going to have to get him on the phone. Instant Mersha mode here. Yeah. Yep. What's frustrating right now is like, okay, I get him on the phone to get it fixed. The upload speeds are crazy, and then it comes down to nothing. Like, it's fucking wild. It's fucking wild. So we're gonna do a raid if we can. I don't know. We're gonna attempt it. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And then I'm out of here. And we're gonna wrap it up tonight. We're gonna go and send something to. Who are we gonna send this to? Fuck it. Let's just go Uncle Joe. He's on. Why not? Let's do it. Let's go say hi to Uncle Joe. I will be back tomorrow in one way or another. We'll figure it out. And I appreciate you for the patience. I told you today was going to be quick anyway. I really only had an hour slotted, so we did it. We made something happen. But after this, then we'll be back to like a regular thing. So we'll be back to regular stuff here as long as the internet wants to work out. And maybe we'll just take the phone and do something IRL tomorrow. I don't know if we can't fix it. But anyway, I truly appreciate you while you're here. I got to start this thing because in case we go down again. And of course, thank you for being a friend. Let's go say hi to Uncle Joe. I will see you tomorrow. And I'll be rested and in a better mood, and we'll be ready to go. They don't want to see you win. They just don't want to see you. But that's okay. That's okay. We'll win. I'll Andy Dufresne this thing. I will write him a letter a day until it's